In Min Mansion, you both, why are you running? Slow down, come down slowly. And where are your husbands, huh? That brats left you both alone when they know how careless you both are. Both boys came down and sat on the couch feeling tired. Mrs. Min immediately handed them a glass of water. Jimin showed his eye smile. Thank you, Umma. They was pouting. Umma, it's not sweet, I don't like it. They baby, it's water, how can it be sweet? Now drink it without any complaints. Where are your husbands, huh? Where did they go, leaving you both alone? Jimin with his complaining pout. Umma, they are busy in their work and they completely ignored us. So we came down alone. These brats, wait, let them come downstairs. Then I will teach them a lesson. Just then both brothers came down while running. Jungkook and Yoongi sighed in relief when they saw their husbands were fit and fine. Baby, why did you come down alone? You should have told me, na. Mrs. Min held both of her son's ears and twisted it. Ouch, ouch, Uma, leave my ear. Uma, why are you holding her ear? Ouch. We winced in pain. You both are so careless, leaving both of your husbands alone when they are heavily pregnant. Uma, it's paining, leave it, Yoongi said. Uma, don't leave their ear. Me and Chim Chim are enjoying it, he said while happily clapping his hands. They bear, see, your cook is in pain now. Please tell Uma to leave my ear, it's paining. Yes, Jim, please tell Uma. In the middle of this, suddenly they started crying, making everyone panic. Jung immediately walked towards him. Jungkook asked him, being worried, what happened, Tae? Are you feeling any pain? On the other side, Jimin started crying, thinking Tae is in pain. Shoo, baby, come here. He made him sit on his lap, slowly caressing his back. Tae stopped crying and looked at Jungkook with a pout. Cook, I want potato ice cream. Jungkook fell on the couch, signing in relief. Baby, you scared me. Tae started whining. I want ice cream now. Maybe there is no such ice cream. How can I get it for you? Tae's eyes turned teary. Uma, he's making me cry. Yeah, Brad, go and get what my son wants. If you make him cry again, I will throw you out of the house. Jungkook in disbelief. But Umma, where will I get potato ice cream? I don't know anything. If it's not there, then launch it. Whatever my son wants, you should get it for them. Just then they heard someone's sobs. They turned back to look. Jimin was crying in Yoongi's lap. I go, what happened to my Jim? Why are you crying? Jim is sniffing. I thought Tay got hurt. No worry, Jim, your Tay is all fit and fine. He slowly walked towards Jimin and hugged him tightly. Others were admiring them, how adorable they were looking right now, with a big baby bump. Umma, I will come a little bit late today. Take care of Jimin. Jimin started pouting. You don't go. Maybe I have a really important meeting today. I will try to come back as soon as possible. Jimin started whining. No, you're not going. You know now I cannot stay without you. But baby, there is no one in the office. Even Jungkook has taken leave now. Who will handle it? But you promised me today you won't go to the office. Jimin has become really sensitive in his pregnancy. He always needs Yoongi to be beside him. Then let's go. I'm also coming with you. They became happy hearing this. Me too. You both are not going anywhere. Go and rest now. Jungkook carried Tae in bridal style, not letting him argue anymore. He knows no one can win against his husband. Jim, baby, come, let's go to your room. You should rest now. Jimin stubbornly. No, I'm not going anywhere. You want, I'm coming with you. And that's final. Yoongi signed in defeat. It's really hard to win against your pregnant husband. Yoongi called his secretary and arranged the meeting online. Once he was done, he looked at his stubborn baby who was still standing in the living room, holding his 7-month-old baby bump. What did she say? You're not going now? He asked curiously. How can I go when my dumpling is so stubborn? Jimin jumped in excitement, scaring others. Oh God! Jim, don't jump. It will hurt the baby. This boy even forgot he is pregnant. Jimin was pouting. Sorry, Umma, I'll be more careful. Yoongi, take him to your room. He must be tired now. I will send fruits in yours and Tae's room. Jimin happily. Umma, also send ketchup with fruits, okay? Oh God, now he will make me eat it. In Yoonmin's room, Yoongi made him sit on the bed and put a pillow behind his back. Are you comfortable, babe? Jimin smiles. Yes, Yoon, I'm fine. Just then, a maid entered inside the room with apples, ketchup, and chocolate milkshake in her hand. So, do you need anything else? Jimin showed his eye smile. No thanks, Ajuma. She bowed and left from there. Yoon, come now. It's so tasty. Come here. Let me feed you. Yoongi nervously. Baby, you eat it. I am already full. Jimin's eyes turned teary. You will not eat by my hands? You don't love me, Yoon. He started crying loudly, making Yoongi panic. Baby, please don't cry. See, I'm eating. Yoongi was intently crying while eating ketchup with apples. Jimin smiles. It's yummy, right? Yoongi said with a disgusted face. Yes, baby, it's nice. Then have more now. No, baby, you eat it. My little minion is more hungry. Jimin happily nodded and started eating. Oof, thank God he left me. Baby, do you want anything else to eat? No, Yon, I'm already full. Baby, you rest now. I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I will go to the guest room. No, Yon, do your work here only. I don't want to stay alone. Baby, you rest. I will be back in 30 minutes. He kissed his forehead and left from there. In Taekook's room, Tae was lying on the bed and Jungkook was talking to his little bun. Ouch, Jungkook. Whenever you talk to him, he really gets excited and starts kicking. Jungkook smiles fondly. After all, he's Dada's boy. Jungkook kissed his belly and then kissed his forehead. I love you both so much. I love you too, Cook. You know, I'm so excited. In 1 month, our little bun will be with us. Our house will be filled with giggles. Jimin's due date is in the next 2 months. I'm so excited to welcome both the babies. Time skip in Yoonmin's room. Yoongi was done with his meeting. He came inside their shared room, where Jimin was peacefully sleeping on the bed. He slowly caressed his baby bump not to wake him up. Jimin stood in his sleep, holding his bump. Jimin slowly opened his eye just to see Yoongi sitting beside him. Yoon, you are done with your work? He asked slowly. Yes, baby, sorry for waking you up. You can go back to sleep. Come, cuddle me. Ah, he winced in pain. Yoongi worriedly. What happened, babe? Come, let's go to the hospital. He said, being panicked. Aish, calm down, you cat. This little cat inside me kicked really hard. Oh God, you made me so worried. My little Makchin is troubling his appa, huh? He said while caressing his hand on his bump. Yon, I'm hungry. I wanna eat something spicy. Let's go out for lunch. But baby, I don't think Umma will let you go out. Jimin said with this cute face. Don't worry, I will convince Umma. Come now, let's go fast. Babe, slowly, you might fall. Nothing's going to happen, Yon. Babe, you come here. I cannot even leave you alone for a second. Yoongi held his hand tightly and they went downstairs in the living room. In the living room, Mrs. Min was talking to some maids, giving them certain instructions. Oof, it's a lot of workout to come down, he said while he was wiping his sweat. Jimna, are you hungry? Let me cook something for you. Umma, come here. I don't want to eat at home. I want to go outside. Please let us go. No, Jimin, you are not getting my permission to go out. Jimin started whining. Umma, please, na. We will come back soon. What happened? What's happening here? He asked while coming down with Tae. He made him sit beside Jimin. Jimina, Jimin wants to go outside for lunch. Jimina, you tell me. I will cook for you whatever you want to eat. They started pouting. Umma, even I want to go outside. Mrs. Min in a stern voice. Now you also started, Te. You are already in your 8th month. It's not good to take a risk with the baby. And even you, Jimin, you are not going anywhere. Both of them started crying when Mrs. Min used her stern voice on them. Umma, you don't love me. Me too, Jimin said while crying. Aish, Umma, let them go now. Anyways, Hyung and I are with them. Nothing is going to happen. Jimin and Tae cutely. Yes, Umma, please. But I don't feel good. My heart is not letting you both go. What if something wrong happens? Umma, don't worry. We will take care of them. Okay, you can go, but I want you both back in 1 hour. Jimin and Tae happily. Yeah, thank you, Umma. We love you so much. Both happily kissed Mrs. Min's cheek. Mrs. Min smiled, looking at his son-in-laws. Take care of them, she said, looking at Jungkook. Don't worry, we will be back soon. Baby, let's go. Let's fill your tummy with tasty food. Both boys nodded excitedly and walked out of the house, with Yoongi and Jungkook following them from behind. In the car, Jungkook was driving with Tae beside him. Jimin and Yoongi were in the back seat. Tae, why did you remove the seatbelt? Wear it back. But look, I don't feel comfortable when it touches my belly. That's why I told you to sit with Jimin, but you are so stubborn, you will never listen to me. Come on, wear your seatbelt now. They started pouting. Don't scold me, I'm not wearing it. Jungkook sternly. There are a lot of bumps and turns on the road. Please wear it. Jimin became worried for Tae as he was not listening to anyone. Jungkook tried to put his seatbelt, but Tae pushed his hand away. Suddenly, Jungkook lost his balance on the steering wheel. Jungkook, Yoongi shouted. There was a truck in the opposite direction which was coming towards them in a high speed. Jungkook turned the steering wheel with high speed, which led the car to crash with a tree. After 10 minutes, Jungkook slowly opened his eyes. He held his head, feeling dizzy. He somehow managed to look at the left side where Taeyong was sitting before. When he couldn't find him on his seat, he came outside of the car. His eyes widened in terror when he saw Tae was on the ground holding his bum, wincing in pain. There was blood everywhere. He tried to go near him. Once he reached there, on the other side there was Jimin laying unconscious on the ground. He immediately ran towards the car trying to wake up Yoongi. Jungkook splashed water on his face. After some time, Yoongi got back his consciousness. Jungkook was crying. Hi Yoon, fast, Tae and Jimin, he sobbed while stuttering. Yoongi's eyes widened when he remembered what happened few minutes back. He immediately ran where Tae and Jimin were laying on the ground. Jimna, baby, wake up, Lao. I won't let anything happen to you. He cried, holding Jimin in his arms. Jungkook was crying, holding Tae. He stuttered, Hayung, my Tae. Jungkook picked Tae. He has already lost a lot of blood. We need to go to the hospital now. Yoongi called the ambulance and rushed both of them to the hospital. In the hospital, Jimin and Tae were rushed inside the emergency room. Looking at their condition, the doctor already told them it will be very difficult to save the babies. Mrs. Min and Jungkook were waiting outside the emergency room. Jungkook was crying in his mother's embrace. Jungkook, while crying, Umma, my Tae, stuttered. Jungkook, don't cry. Nothing will happen to Chim and Tae. They will be fine. After some time, doctor came outside of the emergency room. Both Yoongi and Jungkook rushed towards him. Yoongi asked him, being scared, both are fine, right? And the babies, nothing has happened to them, na? Please, doctor, tell us. They are fine, right? You both calm down, let the doctor speak. Who is the husband of Min Jimin? Yoongi stuttered while answering, It's me. Doctor, my Jimin is fine, right? He asked. Yoongi was really scared to hear what the doctor is going to say. Mr. Min, your husband was only in his 7th month and we had to deliver the baby as he hit his belly during the time of accident. But don't worry, your husband and the baby both are fine. You are lucky that both mother and the child are safe. It is very rare where both are saved. You are blessed with the boy, Mr. Min. We have shifted him to another ward as he was born premature. You can see him there. Yoongi started crying hearing this. Thank you so much, doctor, for saving my life. Then the doctor looked at Jungkook, who was desperately waiting to know about his stay and his baby. Mr. Jungkook, we won't give you any hopes. There are a lot of complications. It will be very difficult to save both the mother and the child. But we will try our best, he said and left from there. And that was all for Jungkook to break down. His heart was hurting to even think of losing one among them. Jungkook, don't worry, Tae and the baby both will be fine. The doctor told right, they will try their best. Jungkook was crying. Why this happened to me, he stuttered while asking. Jungkook, please calm down, son. Everything will be fine. 1 hour later, the doctor came outside and walked near Jungkook. They are fine, right? Your husband is fine, Mr. Jungkook, but he lost a lot of blood during the delivery. We are sorry we couldn't save the child. The doctor patted his shoulder. Both us shifted to the casual ward. You can meet them there, he said and walked away. It was really shocking for the whole family. My baby, he stuttered by crying. How will I tell Tae? He will be heartbroken. He's always been waiting for a little one and now everything is shattered. One side, there was happiness for the Min family and on the other side, they lost something very precious to them. Jungkook, if you cry like this, then who will handle Tae? You need to be strong, son. Right now, Tae needs you the most. We have to be his support. Everything will be fine. Let's go and no one will cry in front of him, Mrs. Min said to them. In the hospital room, the Min family entered inside the room where one bed, Jimin was lying unconscious. On the other bed, Tae was wide awake, staring at the ceiling. A nurse came inside and handed the baby to Yoongi. He will wake up in some time. Give him to his mother. Yoongi smiled, looking at his little dumpling. Let's go to your papa, little one. On the other side, Jungkook walked near Tae, whose eyes were still fixed on the ceiling. Jungkook was trying his best not to cry in front of him. Slowly caressed his forehead. Jungkook stuttered. Tae, look at me, baby, he stuttered. Tae turned his head towards Jungkook and gave him a small smile. Tae weakly, I'm sorry, Kook, it all happened because of me. Baby, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault, Jungkook said. Tae's eyes turned teary. He left his Jungkook. Jungkook embraced him in his arms to calm him down. Shoo, calm down, Tae. Everything will be fine. Just then the baby started crying in Yoongi's arm. Calm down, Bun. Your mama is sleeping. The baby's crying were getting even more louder. It was getting difficult for Yoongi to handle the little dumpling. Hayung, can I hold him? He stuttered while asking. He asked with a lot of hope to Yoongi. Yes, Tae, please calm him down. Yoongi handed the baby to Tae, who embraced him in his arms. I think he's hungry, they said. But Jimin is not awake yet. What should we do? They nervously. Can I feed him? Yes, they, you feed him. I think he's really hungry. After 15 minutes, the baby was calm after his little tummy got full. They were smiling. Your little tummy is full, Bubba. Let's sleep now. They was really happy when the little bun was with him. Little Bun was looking at him with big doe eyes. Tay was smiling at him. Mama will make you sleep, Bun. Tay was treating the little one as his own son. He has even forgotten what happened a few hours ago. A smile appeared on Jungkook's face when he saw how happy Tay got when Yoongi handed him the baby. But it also scared him because Tay was scaring him a little too much. Yoongi was sitting beside Jimin, caressing his head. Jimin stayed in his sleep and slowly opened his eyes. His hand immediately went on his belly, which was flat. He panicked when he did not see his baby anywhere. Jimin immediately got up from the bed, panicking. Yoongi, my baby, he stuttered while asking. Yoongi made him to sit on the bed. Jimna, calm down. Our baby is fine. See, it's with Taeyong. Jimin sighed in relief when he saw his baby. Tae was so busy playing with the little bun, he did not notice Jimin waking up. You won't bring it to me? He said, being desperate to meet his baby. Yoongi smiled. Yes, baby, I'll get our bun. Yoongi walked towards Tae, who was practically holding the baby in his arms. Tae, Jimin is awake. Let me take him to his Umma. Tae became scared hearing this. No, why will you take my baby? He stuttered while asking. He turned away holding a little bun in his hands. Next part. Cook, see now, they are taking our baby. Tae, it's Jimin and Hayoung's baby. Please give him to Hayoung. Tae angrily. He is mine. I'm not giving him to anyone. He's my son. Jimin angrily. Stay away from my baby. You have no right to claim him as yours. You lost your baby because of your own fault. And now you want to take my baby? To be continued.